This is IGN. Spider-Man Brand New Day hits the second biggest box office debut of all time. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, negotiations for Barbie 2 have come to a halt, and if Warner Bros. Can't make a deal by December 2026, it will lose director Greta Gerwig, writer Noah Baumbach, and stars Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. A behind-the-scenes update on the sequel to 2023's box office success was shared in a new report from the New York Times. 3 years removed from its theatrical premiere, one would expect progress on a sequel to be further along, but it sounds like Warner Bros. And the talent behind the first film are locked in a months-long standoff. It's said that both parties have failed to agree to a deal to see the cast and crew return for Barbie 2 after the first film managed to bring in a record-breaking $1.5 billion in theaters via Box Office Mojo. Warner Bros.' offers to the returning talent include a cut of box office profits based on its success, as well as raises, including paying Gosling his $20 million asking price. The site's sources stated that current Warner Bros. CEO David Zaslav believes the offers on the table are too generous and refused to give them the okay. A Warner Bros. Representative refuted that claim, saying instead that talent representatives declined an offer made in May and have yet to file a counteroffer. As Barbie 2 floats in limbo, the report noted that time is not on anyone's side. Should a deal fail to be reached by December, rights to the movie franchise will revert back to Mattel. For now, Barbie exists as a standalone movie. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10 review, calling it a masterful exploration of femininity and the pressures of perfection. Spider-Man Brand New Day combined the power of Tom Holland and the Marvel Cinematic Universe to bring in an estimated $927 million at the global box office during its opening weekend in theaters. It's a figure that firmly places the Destin Daniel Cretton-directed superhero movie toward the top of even high-end expectations going into its July 31st premiere. Although these estimations still fell short of records broken by Marvel's Avengers Endgame in 2019, Spider-Man Brand New Day will comfortably swing away from its debut with the biggest opening of the year so far. Let's break down the numbers. Domestically, the MCU Spidey flick brought in an estimated $355 million from its 4,487 theaters, with its international total sitting at $572 million. The broken records that come with that include the biggest opening ever for a Sony or Spider-Man movie, but it does still fall short of what Endgame was able to bring in. The MCU team-up film opened to $357.1 million domestically, a painful $2 million more than Spider-Man Brand New Day, and an unbelievable $1.2 billion globally. Although Holland, who appears in both films, comes out a winner either way, the new Spider-Man movie does still come in second on both accounts. But there is a catch. The box office calculations we're seeing are the estimates for the weekend, as final totals for Sunday are tallied. Although Endgame's spot globally seems secure, the domestic race is brutally close. A small bump could potentially see Spidey take the domestic crown as the count is ironed out in the coming days. Regardless, it won't be all second-place victories for Spider-Man, as the film still managed to eke out wins with the biggest preview sales of all time and the biggest opening day sales of all time. At just shy of $1 billion at the global box office, Spider-Man Brand New Day could very well be the biggest earner of the year by the time 2026 ends. In this case, as well as many others, Marvel is likely its biggest competitor, with Avengers Doomsday sure to have theaters swarming with moviegoers when its opening weekend arrives this December. Even then, either film could outperform the other when all is said and done, as fans line up to catch the biggest reveals Marvel has to offer. No matter how the future shakes out for Spidey, there was only one clear victor during the 2026 July to August weekend: movie fans. According to Variety, it was the biggest collective weekend in domestic box office history, reaching $430 million across the films available in theaters. Spider-Man Brand New Day predictably made up the bulk of that number, with The Odyssey coming in second place at $51 million, Toy Story 5 in third with $6.3 million, Minions and Monsters in fourth with 5.8 million, and Disney's live-action Moana in fifth with 5.3 million. As the new animated Pixar film continues to build past the $1 billion milestone it reached last weekend, Christopher Nolan's epic adaptation is inching closer to it. The Odyssey now stands tall with $911.4 million worldwide as it continues to charge through expectations following its impressive debut. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.